Hey guys, Ozzie Bricks here with my latest city update. Alright, here we go. So here we are. The airport is starting to look pretty good. There's still some things that I've got to work on, but when I get the parts and the time, I'll go back to the airport. But for this stage, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. I built the second engine for the airport. I've still got the cargo plane to add to the airport. The tower now has staff members working inside. It's actually the computer IT geek from the minifigure series that is in there. All I've done with the airport at this stage is I've duplicated the front and the back, but in the duplication I've put doors at the front or at the rear or facing the actual runway, and the revolving doors at the front there. I've also only put one entrance to the side and one entrance to the other side as well. So we'll get there with that one. Eventually we'll have it all up and running. What else is new? Moving on, there hasn't been much else in terms of changes in regards to the city. There's a few new sets that have started to creep in. If you can see here, everyone's having a little bit of a meeting. All the sig figs are having a meeting, and at the same time the Lego Star Wars characters are waiting outside, and they're wondering why the movie cinema, or the Palace Cinema, still isn't showing Star Wars. And on the way up the street, Darth Vader is leading his 30-odd stormtroopers to the Palace Cinema in protest. We've got a law enforcement meeting over here going on in front of the kebab shop. I think everyone's going to get food poisoning. And for those who know, I had a bit of a food poisoning incident last month, and now Sherlock is actually investigating what the problem actually was. We've got all the costume characters over here having a little bit of a meeting, and for whatever reason the Joker and a mechanic have decided to crash in on this meeting. Now moving over to the beach, not much has changed from the last update, but what has changed is the population of sharks has really deteriorated. I thought it was a bit ridiculous that we had one shark per surfer on the water, so I moved them all off. I moved the Coast Guard tower further down to make a bit of room, and in making that room I now have the Ultra Agents Ocean HQ, and that is just massive. You just really don't get a sense of the scale of that thing until you compare it to something like that Arctic boat set, or even the police boat or the Coast Guard boat. It's just huge. I'm really happy with it though, so that's going to be staying in the city. In the cargo terminal, not much else has changed. The back of the city, there hasn't been much else changed, but I'll change angles and we'll go to the other side. So now we're on the other side. Not much has changed here. You can see the scaffolding is all ready for the shopping centre that is going to go along here, and that we're going to be building. And that will most likely be next month that addition will be on. I'll give you another viewpoint of the city from this side. And let's go to what is new on this side. McDonald's. We've got Lego McDonald's. I've got the links down at the bottom of this video if you want to actually see where to get it from. I did buy it from Etsy, from Accurate Brick Innovations. I'll have the link up there. There's a few changes that I want to make, and there's actually a walkthrough video that I've done as well on that, so yeah, check that out. The construction yard is absolutely busy. It's just a sea of yellow here. Giving you guys a good view, and I'll give you a bird's eye view on that. So there's a whole lot of work going on there. Okay, and to the new part, the hospital. Now I've already posted up a video on the actual hospital, walkthrough video on everything that I've got in it, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to have it facing there. I'm thinking about it facing on that plate going towards the city, so that way you can actually see it a lot better. I think it's a little hidden in that corner. It really is a good looking hospital, well, in my opinion anyway. I think it's a shame just to hide it there, so I'll figure it out. Either way, next to it is most likely going to go a fire brigade, and that house behind is most likely going to be the police station. The house will either be moved here or somewhere else, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll get there. That is pretty much it. There's not much else to tell. The place still is a dog's breakfast. I'm slowly getting there. I'm sorry that I'm not moving at a quicker pace, but I do have other things that are priorities. But yeah, we'll go from there. So that's it from me. Hit like down at the links below, and please feel free to subscribe. Alright, bye for now.